I won't.
It says that it's live streamed now.
Can somebody check that just to make sure?
You are live.
Live now.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome to Bruderheim's Town Council meeting this evening. My name is Carl Huck. I'm here. Though I do not have a good Wi-Fi connection, so in light of that, because I might lose connection, Deputy Mayor is going to be chairing the meeting, so I'm handing that over to Deputy Mayor Daniel.
Thank you, Mayor Huck. So I guess we will ask first and foremost if anybody from council would like to read the acknowledgement.
I can read that.
Thank you, Councillor Lee.
We acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory, a tradition meeting grounds, gathering place and traveling route to the Cree, Saltu, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Nakota Sioux. We acknowledge all the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries.
Thank you. So we will call this to order. And I guess the first thing is additions, deletions, changes to the agenda.
Deputy Mayor, administration has one. We'd like to delete 5.1, please.
Okay. Oh, my computer went crazy. We have to vote on adopting the agenda as amended. Would anybody like to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Mayor Carl.
Yeah, so accept the agenda as amended.
Okay, and I guess we'll put that to the vote. And if anybody has any objections, let them speak now or forever hold your peace. Always want to say that. Not hearing any. The agenda is adopted. So moving on to proclamation for this, which is 5.2. Okay, I got to make this a little bit bigger here really quick. Sorry. All right, National Drowning Prevention Week proclamation. Whereas the mission of the Life Saving Society Canada is to prevent drowning throughout this great country, and even one drowning in Alberta is one too many. And whereas most drownings are preventable in a water smart community, and only through water smart education and a healthy respect for the potential danger that any body of water may present, can we truly enjoy the beauty and recreation opportunities offered by these bodies of water. And whereas the Life Saving Society urges Canadians and residents of Bruderheim to supervise children who are in and around the water, to refrain from drinking alcoholic beverages while participating in aquatic activities, and to wear a personal flotation device or life jacket at all times when boating. And whereas the Life Saving Society Canada has declared July 18th to 24th, 2021 National Drowning Prevention Week to focus on the drowning problem and the hundreds of lives that could be saved this year. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Daniel Scousebowl, Deputy Mayor of the town of Bruderheim, do hereby proclaim July 18th to 24th, 2021 National Drowning Prevention Week in Bruderheim, Alberta, and do commend its thoughtful recognition to all citizens of our Bruderheim, Alberta. Dated, oh, I gotta read that part, I don't think. There we go. Sorry, we have to vote to accept that, right? Correct?
Just for, yeah. If there's any
As-
objections, yeah.
I can bring that forward.
Thank you, Councillor Pat.
I move that we adopt the National Drowning Prevention Week proclamation from Deputy Mayor Dan Scousebowl.
Thank you. We'll put that to a vote. If there's any objections. Not hearing any, and it has been adopted. Moving on to 6.1, adopting the minutes of June 16th, 2021, regular meeting of council. Looking for a motion from council for that.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Councillor Campbell,
Make a motion that we adopt the minutes of the last council meeting as presented.
any questions, comments, or concerns with that motion? Not hearing any. Motion is passed. Council priorities. So 7.1 information request. I guess I will start on my screen here with Councillor Len Flardo. I think he said nothing at this time, but he's muted. There you go.
I have nothing at this time.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor George Campbell.
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Hauk.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I do have one question that arose in the last little while. Was someone was asking about community gardens in our town, if there's some place where they could plant some vegetables or whatever. And just wondering, is that the game plan with the community gardens at the ag grounds? Is that eventually the plan that folks will be able to plant there, or how is that going to work? That's my question.
Deputy Mayor, through Mr. Mayor, actually the community gardens this year, the completion of them was funded by the food security grant through the Alberta government to the Ag Society. And so this year it's being grown to assist with people that are having trouble making ends meet for food. And I talked to the Ag Society, and the plan is next year they would do some promotion of the gardens and people could apply to take one of the community garden boxes over as their own.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Carl. Councillor Oleko.
Nothing at this time.
Okay, Councillor Lee.
Yes, I have one question or concern that do we have any setup in place for council to be informed or brought up to speed when admin receives a directive on an item to be it an inquiry or letter of support? Just basically checking on the status of a item, if it's completed or at what stage is it?
Deputy Mayor, through Councillor Lee. So council requests, you're asking if we report if things have been completed?
Exactly, like I know a while back, George, Councillor Campbell was looking about the Bush to Bush's book and the letter of support for the RCMP. Like, where are they sitting? These kind of as, because that's only a couple of them that we bring forward in a motion.
Deputy Mayor, through Councillor Lee, I do try to send emails following up, but you're right, there's probably a few that we haven't followed up. So I'll work with the Director of Development and Legislative Services and see if we can come up with a better system to provide council follow-up.
Is it possible to maybe have it in the CAO report, and then if anybody inquires, we could say, yeah, admin did this on this date, it's completed. Is that possible?
That's Deputy Mayor, through Councillor Lee. That's a really great idea. I can add that to the report as well.
All right, okay, thanks. That's it.
We used to have a progress report on requests, and that come out with the handout every month.
So Deputy Mayor, through Councillor Campbell, if you remember when we had that map review, it was suggested that we didn't do that in council. So if you'd allow me, for sure, I think that's a great idea to make that in addition to our CA report. We can give that a try in August, and we continue to improve on that for sure. It's a great suggestion.
Okay. Thank you, Councillor Lee. Moving on, Councillor Schuler.
Nothing at this time, thanks.
Okay, and we're moving on to program requests. So I'll start at the top of the page again. Councillor Len Falardo.
Nothing at this time.
Okay, Councillor Campbell.
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Councillor Oleko.
Nothing at this time, thanks.
Councillor Lee.
Nothing, thank you.
Councillor Schuler.
Nothing at this time, thanks.
And Mayor Hauk.
Right now, no.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. And nothing for me as well today. So moving on to 8.1, Regional Emergency Services Agreement.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Administration would like to provide council with information related to the Regional Emergency Services Agreement with Lamont County. The Town Council approved the Regional Services Agreement as presented. The current Lamont County Fire Agreement expires on December 31st, 2021. Administration, along with other urban municipalities within Lamont County, mayors and reeves, have done a thorough analysis of the existing agreement over the past couple of months and incorporated revisions after each meeting. From these discussions, a Regional Emergency Services Agreement has been created. Strategic plan areas, sustainable and balanced economy, part of an updated community sustainability plan, healthy, vibrant community, engagement of fire services in the community safety programs, volunteerism, sustainable and safe infrastructure, ensuring fire service in the community and surrounding area, open and transparent governance, collaboration with other municipal partners to provide services. Summary, some of the changes made to the agreement are: number one, term length increased to 10 years with an option to revisit the financial portion at or after the 5-year mark. Service provided by the county, no change to service level provided by the county. The county will oversee and manage the overall administration, operations, and general management service delivery. Regional fire bylaw, new clause that all parties will use their best efforts to adopt a regional fire bylaw that will standardize the processes across all municipalities and clean up the wording to allow chargebacks when necessary. Transfer and management, the county retains the right to take any equipment out of service that is not required to provide services and dispose of the same through donation or sale and retain those proceeds to offset costs for more equipment that is required. The municipality will have the first right to purchase equipment taken out of service. Number 5, there's no longer a clause in the agreement to address the use of space upstairs, which was previously leased to the Bruderheim Firefighters Association. The new agreement specifically states that it is usable for Lamont County if the service provided in the agreement. The previous Bruderheim Firefighter Association agreement will be terminated once this agreement is signed. The clause that permits the billing for municipal water use for county fires by the urban municipalities is eliminated. Termination, any party may terminate the agreement with a minimum of 1 year notice. If the county terminates the agreement or expires, the county will transfer ownership of any remaining firefighting materials owned by the municipality back to the municipality. If the municipality terminates the county and the municipality enter a negotiation phase within 60 days of the notice of termination as to what equipment will be sold back to the municipality with the continuation of fire service within the municipality. Currently, the town pays 50% of the invoice for the 911 dispatch services. Commencing in 2022, the town of Bruderheim are responsible for 100% of the invoice, which is based on a cost per capita. The town is required to ensure the Bruderheim Fire Station meets minimum requirements as indicated in Schedule A2 and Schedule C of the Regional Emergency Services Agreement. Upon council approval, the signed Regional Emergency Service Agreement will be forwarded to Lamont County. And we've attached the new agreement, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, CEO Pat. Appreciate it. I guess I'm looking to council now for a motion.
I'd be happy to make that motion.
Okay, go ahead, Mayor Carl.
The town council approved the Regional Emergency Services Agreement as presented.
Thank you. Looking for any questions, comments, or concerns on that motion. Councillor Schuler.
So we were paying 50% of the 911. What will be the total cost this time, Patty?
Deputy Mayor through Councillor Schuler, I think the total bill is just under 3,000, I believe.
For a year?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. And then I think Mayor Carl had something.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Looking under Schedule A2, there's a portion that says 2.1.6.1, and it reads along: the municipality shall take the necessary steps to ensure that the fire station provided for use by the county meets the above minimum requirements. Is that like meets above the minimum requirements, or it just sounds like the wording is a little bit backwards? And further to that, what I'm concerned about is further down in 2.2, it says that, oh, sorry, not 2.2, but 3.0, it says that shall maintain the building and to the OH&S standard or other legislation. So what if Lamont County deems necessary something there's a town on the hook to pay for that, but it's not necessarily OH&S regulation. Is the town on the hook for paying for that?
Mr. Mayor, the way I read it is if it's occupational health or safety or other building legislation like accessibility or other legislation that our buildings we are already required to adhere to, that we would, yes, be required to make those alterations.
Okay, yeah, I was just worried if something that changed, but it wasn't really tied to anything other than Lamont County Emergency Services deeming it required, would we be on the hook for paying for that? But the way I read this, it has to be by legislation, right?
Yeah, I'll reword that, or I'll relook at it and see if we can make that more clear. Section 3, administrative change.
Yeah, and then the wording under 2.1.6.1, it looks like the might be in the wrong place. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any other comments, questions, or concerns? Give it a couple seconds. I'm not hearing any, so I guess we'll move to vote on this. Looking for any dissent. Not hearing any. The motion is passed. Moving on to 8.2, Bruderheim Community Investment Program.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, or Deputy Mayor. The purpose of this report is to provide council with the application and recommendations from administration on the allocation of quarter 1, 2, and 3 community investment funding. The town council approved the June 28, 2021 Bruderheim Community Investment Funding Request application by the Bruderheim Agriculture Society in the amount of $1,000 to purchase 12 disc golf starter kits and provide an honorarium for youth leaders to work with community to teach the sport. We are also recommending that town council approve the June 21st, 2021 Bruderheim Community Investment Funding Request application from the Bruderheim Senior Citizens Club in the amount of $1,000 for the purchase of a water heater for their facility. Council approved the Bruderheim Community Investment Program policy on April 19, 2017 to assist local community groups with their programming and or to hold events and programs for the residents of Bruderheim. On May 1st, 2019, Council revised the policy to change the timelines for applications for the program, expand what the funds can be used for, and remove the statement that allowed an individual to apply for the funding. At the August 19, 2020 meeting of Town Council, Council approved a resolution to allow Bruderheim Community Investment Program funds to be utilized for expenses as a result of COVID and impact to nonprofit organizations. 3 organizations applied for funding at that time. As stated in the policy, application deadlines were February 1st, April 1st, July 1st, and October 1st. There were no applications submitted before the quarter 1 or quarter 2 timelines. Strategic planning areas: to enhance existing programs and develop new programs for citizens of all ages, toddlers to seniors. Open and interactive community engagement program with youth engaged. Legislative and legal, Bruderheim Community Investment Program Policy, FIN 070. Town of Bruderheim and the Bruderheim Agriculture Society partnered to apply for the Canadian Jumpstart Grant and were successful in obtaining the $5,000 grant for the disc golf program. As part of the grant requirements, we must provide mentorship to the youth in our community at no cost. To provide this support, the Bruderheim Agriculture Society will provide honorariums to those that offer the classes throughout the summer for those interested in learning the sport. There's a disc golf committee in place, of which most of the members are youth from our community that are engaged in this initiative. The Bruderheim Seniors Club hot water heater is no longer working at the facility. Due to the COVID restrictions, there was no ability to fundraise to cover these costs. The Bruderheim Senior Citizen Club is planning to resume their operation August 19, 2021. The applicants will be apprised of Town Council's decision for the application of funding their projects. We've enclosed the application from the Senior Citizens Club, the Bruderheim Ag Society, and the Bruderheim Community Investment Policy, FIN 070. And that's it, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you very much, CAO Pat. So I guess I'm looking to council for are we looking for one motion or 2 motions for these?
Deputy Mayor, we would need 2 separate motions.
2 separate motions? Okay, I guess for the first one, Councillor Schuler.
I make a motion that Town Council approve the June 28, 2021 Bruderheim Community Investment Funding Request application by the Bruderheim Agriculture Society in the amount of $1,000 to purchase 12 disc golf starter kits and provide an honorarium for youth leaders to work with the community to teach the sport.
Thank you very much. I'm looking for any questions, comments, or concerns with that motion. Councillor Aleko?
I'm just wondering on the application here, it says to lease Bruderheim eggs grounds for $1 per year as well. Is that something new? Is that what they're asking for that as well? Or I thought that was existing. Wasn't there agreement already?
Yes, it is, Deputy Mayor through Councillor Aleko.
Mhm.
I think that because in our policy, we have to say what support we're already providing the nonprofits, and if it exceeds 75% of their operating, then we can't endorse any more funding to them. So I think they're just stating that we're already providing.
Additional assistance from the town. There should be yes, correct? Or do you receive additional assistance from the town? I don't know how specific you have to be on these, but should that not be checked off as yes? Do you receive additional assistance from the town, financial or otherwise? Does it matter? Does it make a big difference?
No, yeah,
No?
but you're
Okay.
right. That should be checked off. Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that.
you.
Mayor Carl? Excuse me.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Daniel. Just a couple questions. When the gear is started to be used, how will it be managed? Like, will it be signed out from the Ag Society for people wanting to play, or what is the plan for that?
So Deputy Mayor through to Mr. Mayor, actually the funding that they are requesting will have youth in the community sign up for the lessons, and they will get to keep those disc golf sets. The premise of, as you know, Jumpstart is that all kids play. And then we'll look at the town purchasing some sets depending on uptake, and we will have them here to sign out for people, absolutely.
Great,
But
thank you.
this is an initiative through the Ag Society to get the program going, and then we'll probably work with them just because we're open during the day. We're more accessible than they are. So.
Right. So the equipment that's being purchased, a follow-up question, that wouldn't be the town's responsibility to replace that equipment once it's damaged or missing.
Well, it'll be given to the participants.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Hauk. Any other comments, questions? Oh, Councillor Aleko?
So the nets would be staying out there, is that correct? All day, all night, and people can use them at their leisure if they have their own discs, is that correct?
Deputy Mayor through Councillor Aleko, yeah, actually the disc catchers are permanent. They'll be cemented in, and they're much like a breakaway sign. They'll have that piece on the bottom that we can just unbolt, and in the winter the disc catchers will be put inside the shop.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
Very cool. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Not hearing any. Looking for a vote. All those opposed? Not hearing any. The motion is passed. Looking to council for the next motion.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Councillor Campbell, thank you.
Make a motion that town council approves the June 21st, 2021 Bruderheim Community Investment Fund request application by the Bruderheim Senior Citizens Club in the amount of $1,000 for the purchase of water heater for their facility.
Thank you, Councillor Campbell. Any questions, comments, or concerns on that motion? Pretty straightforward. Not hearing any, so we'll put it to a vote. All those, or sorry, I'm looking for any dissent. Not hearing any, and the motion is passed. Moving on to 9.1, council committee reports. Looking at council for a motion for that.
I can bring that forward.
Thank you, Councillor Lee.
I move that council receive the council committee reports as information.
Thank you. Any comments, questions, or concerns on that motion? Not hearing any. put it to a vote. I'm looking for any dissent. And the motion is passed. Moving on to 9.2, the mayor report. Get a council for that motion. Councillor
you.
Schuler,
I make a motion that council receive the mayor's report as information.
thank you. Any comments, questions, or concerns with that motion?
Deputy Mayor,
Yeah, go ahead, Mayor Carl.
thanks. When I made the report up, we did not have the meeting planned for the yourself and myself to meet with Strathcona County Council in a closed session, and that's missing from my report. That was for July 6th. It should be on there. Just wanted to make that note.
That's a good call because that should actually be on my council report as well. So I guess, do we need to amend that in any way, shape, or form, or we just note that and go ahead with the vote?
Yeah, Mr. Deputy Mayor, yeah, you can just go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll put that to a vote and looking for any dissent.
I have one question.
Oh,
In regards
okay.
to that meeting, will there be any feedback towards council in regard to that?
Deputy Mayor, I can take this one if you like.
Yeah, for sure.
It was agreed upon that Strathcona County and the town of Bruderheim would form an interagency committee, and that would consist of council and administration, much similar to what they have with the city of Fort Saskatchewan. And it's probably long overdue with our long relationship anyways, much like our ICF committees with Lamont County and Strathcona County. So that will be coming in I believe the August meeting we're targeting, to pass a bylaw to adopt that with our committee bylaw that we already have.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, I guess back to the vote. Looking for any dissent. Not hearing any, and that motion is passed. 9.3 CAO report. I'm looking to council to make a motion on the CAO report. Mayor Hoke.
I'd like to make that motion. Just let me find a sheet of paper. That council received the Chief Administrator Officer report as information.
Thank you for that. I'm looking for any questions, comments, or concerns with that motion. Councillor Oleko, and then Councillor Schuler.
At the Oasis, at the hotel, or Oasis, the hotel, in front where they put the fire hydrant in, is there going to be a sidewalk going there eventually? Is that the responsibility of the hotel or the town?
Mrs. Cote, I believe it's the hotel. Is that correct? Responsibility? Yes, they still have that as an outstanding item in the development permit.
Do you know when that will be completed, or is there a way to find out when they'll be?
For sure, it won't be happening this year, Councillor Oleko.
Okay. Do you know, is there going to be a porta potty put at the campgrounds? Now that everything's lifted, is that going to be? Oh.
Deputy Mayor through Councillor Oleko, I believe that happened today. Is that right, Mrs.
Okay,
Cote? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I didn't see
Yeah.
it. I didn't go out there today, so okay. And there's the cement was poured on the corner across from the Walker School there for the light standard or the crosswalk. Is there? I noticed it's fairly high for like for wheelchair access, whatever. Will that be shaved down, or is that the way it's going to be? Is there an addition to it, or?
So that's a great question, Deputy Mayor through Councillor Oleko. So when we do the asphalt patch at the where that fire hydrant was installed by the Suite 6, we'll be doing some asphalting around that ramp as well. That you're
so
referring
asphalt
to.
put at the one across from Walker School though. That's
yeah, like there'll be a blend there, right? So we'll blend it in. That's why it was built a little bit high. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, perfect. Thank you. That's all. Thanks.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, Councillor Wayne. Councillor Schuler.
Just looking at your CCs that you're testing and all that kind of stuff and the break that we had. So that was because of an old CC downtown, I'm assuming on 50th and 51st. Yeah. What do you know what the sewer plug was? Do you know why it was plugged? Okay.
Deputy Mayor, through Councillor Schuler, the plug, we sucked up a whole bunch of wipes, flushable wipes that aren't flushable.
Really?
And yeah,
Wow.
and the
Okay.
CC was just a malfunctioning valve that when it was tested, it snapped, right? So.
Okay.
So that, if you remember, our students, our water and wastewater students are exercising all those CCs, and we're getting an inventory of what needs to be repaired, and we'll start a program on replacement program for CCs. So, and if you notice right now, they're painting them as well. So that will tell us the size of the lines that they're connected to, the CCs, and what's underneath there. So.
And whether they're working or not? Not
No,
necessarily.
that paint won't indicate that. But we are, all the CCs are located. So we're keeping an inventory of whether they're functioning or not. And then we'll start a replacement, much like our water meter replacement program. So
Okay.
we'll start in certain areas of town, and also schedule if the lines have to be replaced completely. Like in Old Town, we have to start thinking about that. We wouldn't go ahead and replace a CC in Old Town if we were thinking in 5 years we're going to replace the entire line, right? So strategically, we would start in the newer sections that we know won't be seeing any replacement of lines for some time. So.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Councillor Lee.
Yes, I just want to make note that I'm quite pleased that we're down to only 4 water meters left. Is that correct?
Deputy Mayor, through Councillor Lee, absolutely, very exciting.
That's real exciting.
I have to share with council that one of the biggest problems we're having right now is that we have a lot of people that have moved to online billing, which is great, reduce the cost of mailing and printing. And the biggest problem now is everybody's got security on that blocks us sending them their bills. So working with residents on that, getting through their security systems, because we're outside of their organization or whatever, right? So, but a lot of people, it'll be interesting to see how many people stay online with payments and right with the online billing, and which saves us all a lot of money when it's done online, and as opposed to printing all those bills and mailing them. And
Cool.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Councillor Campbell, I think you have your hand up there.
No, yes, I did. With the this installation of the new water meters, what is our cost saving in manpower as far as meter reading and billing and all that? It would be interesting to know what we're saving with that investment, say over a period of say 6 months. As well, another question I have is in regards to the lagoon settling ponds. Have we been monitoring them closely so we don't end up with another problem like we had a couple of years ago where we had an emergency call out to dredge them ponds?
Deputy Mayor, through to Councillor Campbell. Yes, I know that Mr. Tomashat's watching that very closely. And of course, it depends on the amount of rain we get as well, right? So.
Well, it shouldn't be really the amount of rain, it's just the solids that are building up there that they don't get carried away into the other part of the systems.
Patty, can I intervene, please?
Yeah.
So Councillor Campbell, just to give you a little update, and maybe perhaps to all council, I thought we laid some of that out, and of course it's been a while since we've talked about it. So right now we are adding enzymes, a different type of enzyme through Canadian Algae. It's a company that I've met through my networking, and we've been working with this company now for about a year. We're probably on our 2nd year actually now, sorry. And we have seen a reduction in sludge in the cells 3 and 4. Those are the ones that were next to get dredged. As you recall, and all council recall, we dredged cells 1 and 2 back in 2018. So we are looking good for sludge decline in those 3 and 4. Eventually, long-term strategic planning is to do a sludge survey on all the lagoons. I think that's probably more in that 5 to 10 year range. We are looking good as far as what we can see. And also, I guess the second part of your question, Councillor Campbell, was what are we at for level? level wise, we've actually gained 4 inches. In other words, the lagoon has dropped 4 inches in the last 2 weeks through evaporation and wind. So that's good news. I think in my last report, I think I indicated that I was really hoping to make it to September. Based on these numbers today, I don't see why at all we wouldn't be able to make it to September release. And just a little note on that, as you recall, having sludge work throughout the summer, the bacteria works 100% better than doing the release in April. So we have a full summer of treatment going on, which will reduce our amount of total suspended solids, as well as our BOD. And if you recall, we talked a little bit about that a few years back. So I'm looking forward to very positive results this year. And yeah, it looks good, Councillor Campbell.
And another thing, have we been, is there any plans in doing any camera scoping of our Old Town sewer lines?
And Councillor Campbell, so we did do scoping of the sewer lines, and I do have all that on record. We did that with Strathcona County, and Patty, you'll have to help me with that. I believe that was just before I came in 2017.
Yeah, that's correct.
So we do know the troubled areas that we have. We don't have a whole lot, to be honest. And in regards to just a follow-up to Patty's concern, you know, our number one concern in town right now are those Sandy wipes. We've seen that time and time again, and it isn't just happening at the lift station, as Patty mentioned. It's happened on that street that you asked about. So it's really good that we try to get the word out for people to reduce completely that sort of flushing down our sewers, because it creates a lot of havoc at the back end. So you can imagine what cells 1 and 2 look like. There's a lot of stuff floating around. So eventually we'll have to skim that off, but it just doesn't help us. So.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you for that, Councillor Campbell. Councillor Schuler.
I have a couple questions. Number one, Dennis, aren't you supposed to be on holidays?
I'm not really here.
Okay, just making sure, because I distinctly think that when you need holidays, you really need to take them. But thanks for coming anyhow.
You guys
Second
are
thing
fine.
is, I see we're still having issues with trees and branches and all that kind of stuff, and old bales and a whole bunch of weird stuff being dropped off at the site. I know people don't want it locked up, but I have seen in other small towns where somebody's there one day a week and it's posted, and you go down and door gates open, and then they go ahead and put their stuff in. Happens more at transfer stations, but I mean, if we're consistently having problems and pay that bill in the end, we might be better off to do something like that. So just a suggestion. I know it's not a good alternative, but it might just help get people respect that, you know, like things are supposed to be there for certain reasons.
Deputy Mayor through
Thank you.
Councillor Schuler. Yeah, we're definitely tossing some ideas for council to consider for 2022.
Didn't we have some kind of a tentative agreement with Strathcona and it kind of fell through?
No, Deputy Mayor through Councillor Campbell. No, we're accepting North Strathcona residents' trees and shrubs. And in return, Strathcona is going to give us a hand with the chipping of what we have there. So they're actually coming on site, I think this week or next week, and take a look at how much we have, and we'll probably schedule an August on-site assistance.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mayor Carl, I think your fuzzy hand is up.
Thanks. Yeah, my video's cutting in and out there. Sorry about that.
Absolutely.
Just a couple of positive things. Noticed on your report that the poles in Sunset for the light poles that were weird angled have been repositioned. That's great. Thank you for that. Wanted to commend the administration and our CIO for the Canada Day parade on short notice and getting it together, and it turned out pretty good. You know, obviously not what we're used to in years gone by, but at least we had a Canada Day parade, and it turned out pretty good for attendance, for people being part of the parade. Thank you for that. Also wanted to note positive. I'm seeing in your report that there's some pending COVID fall celebrations planned. That sounds awesome. The plans are being made and moving forward.
Deputy Mayor through Mr. Mayor. Yeah, we're just working with our nonprofits right now. We're hoping to have a 2-day event at the very beginning of September. Maybe we just heard from the Egg Society that the Model Ts will be running on the 2nd, I believe. Sorry, Sherry, what was it?
They're running on the 5th.
Oh, I'm sorry, on the 5th, September 5th. So we're thinking the 6th, we might run a family fall event and kind of make a couple days for people and some different things. So we're just reaching out to nonprofits and some of our partners that have asked about different events. So we're hoping to get everything out and finalized in the next couple of weeks here.
Great news. Thank you.
And Mr.
Thank you.
Mayor, we are having fireworks that day. So
On the
Excellent.
5th or the 4th?
the Model Ts are on the, sorry, the 4th. Was that right?
The
I think the
Model
Model Ts are on
sorry.
the 5th, and then the fireworks should be the 6th, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
So the Model Ts will kind of capture all of everybody's attention on the Sunday, and the town will partner with the nonprofits on the Monday. And we'll end it with a barbecue and kind of our Canada Day typical day on the 6th. So, and back to
Excellent.
school on the 7th. Resume. They've already been in school, but yeah, we're hoping anyways, if the restrictions stay in place that we have right now, we should be able to throw a really fun couple days.
Get some semblance of normal back. All right. Any other questions, comments, or concerns with the CAO report? Not hearing none, we'll put it to a vote. Looking for any objection. Not hearing any, the motion is passed. So I don't have to do anything for closed session because there is none. Correspondence, do I have to go through this or just looking for a motion to accept the correspondence?
Just looking for a motion and then discussion if anybody needs further.
Okay. Okay, looking to council for a motion for the correspondence from
I
June
can make
11th. Okay, thank you, Mayor Huck.
Town Council accept the listings of correspondence and information items for the period of June 11th to July 2nd as information.
Thank you for that.
I do have to talk about it as well.
Okay, any comments, questions, or concerns with that motion? Mayor Huck.
We did get an email from CN looking for support on some business venture that they're moving forward with, and I'm wondering if administration would maybe bring that item to council for consideration to the next council meeting, because it could have ramifications beyond what their request is. So I'm thinking that maybe we could have that one come to the next council meeting, whenever that is.
Deputy Mayor through Mr. Mayor, so you're making a motion?
No, no motion to add that item for CN business opportunity and request for support from the town of Bruderheim.
Duly noted.
Thank you.
All right, any other comments, questions, or concerns with that motion? Not hearing or seeing any. Move to a vote. Looking for any dissent. Not hearing any, and the motion is passed. And I guess we're looking for our end of the day spiel from Councillor Oleko. Go ahead.
I make a motion to go home or to the couch, whichever's closer.
Looking for comments, questions, or concerns on that motion.
All I wanted to say is thank you, Deputy Mayor, for stepping in and chairing the meeting. Much appreciated.
Absolutely, anytime. I hope that went well. I feel like I got a little bit smoother as it went on. So.
It's good. You're good, Dan. Excellent. Excellent job. Thumbs
I would
up.
like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a happy summer and a safe summer and the best of wishes throughout this break. Come back safe.
Thanks, Councillor Campbell. You as well. You and your family and everybody else.
Mhm.
Yes, you all too. Thank you.